Welcome to this week's session with Putnam County District Library. This week we are taking a look at a site called Wattpad. I have it labeled as the Wattpad book site because we're going to look specifically at that with the books. You can do some video and other stuff as well with what is called Wattpad. Wattpad is, and I want to state this right from the beginning, it is not available for any users 13 and under. It definitely requires adult requires adult permission. In fact, it is either terms of service is for 13 or over 13, and it's with parent recommendation after that. So when you do this, what you are going to find is Wattpad is a site, like I said, wattpad.com. And when you go there, what you will find is a global community of readers and writers that have come together and have put their books online that you could read. So you can log in through a Google account or through Facebook or with email, just like so many of the sources out there anymore. When you go to Wattpad, what you will see is across the top here, you will see where you can browse your different content areas. I will say the romance in some of these can be kind of on the edge a little bit. And you will want to make sure that when you select what your, when you log in and create your first account and select your choices, you cannot change those. However, it will show you books based upon what they have seen and your record of kind of what you have been reading. I am just showing you the non-paid version, so you can always do the premium as well. But what you will find here is, I do want to make note too, if you go over here to where your login is at under your name, you can go down to where your notifications are. You can go down to your settings. The settings in particular is what I want to show you. When you go to settings, when you are at this location, you will want to then, I'm going to show you here real quick. You want to make sure, if you are in settings, that you have went down, and you can turn this on and off in terms of mature content. I have it turned off. I don't want a lot of some of the stuff that might show up otherwise. So you can turn that off. But there are a lot of what I would call very good books in here. It's just kind of take a search through, find out what your interests are, what you like. The other thing is there's the option here for write. So you can create a new story. So basically what this site has done is it's given anyone that ability in terms of the authoring here as well. And notice here, if I go down here, I can refine my tags. So in other words, I'm currently in what they view as the hottest Wattpad originals that have to do with historical fiction. So if I specifically wanted something that was medieval, I would add that tag in. I could also add in the fact that I want something that involves a princess. So now what it's doing is it's refining my search down here. Notice how it has the information here. It has that it's been completed. It's actually then telling me that there is, and this does have what they refer to as mature content. And so I can see then in greater detail what these are about. And I can make my decisions of what I want to read based upon what I see here. I notice this one in particular has the information, and then it even has 21 more. So it has all of these. And then when I click directly on this, it is telling me and showing me, and based upon this author in terms of this table of content. Notice you can even see the date and time, the dates here in terms of when this story was created. That is pretty broad description. Notice it when I went back here to my Wattpad, it came up here to the top with because you like romance. So it's when I had created this. I'm sure that must have been one of the things I had picked. If I go to fantasy, I'm going to get more information here in terms of types of books. And when like I spoke about before, there is information here in terms of teen fiction. But again, um, keep in mind that it does specifically, the terms of use are for anyone over the age of 13, and it's still recommended with adult supervision in that sense. So take a look, see if you can find anything in here that is coming from authors who are out there creating and writing stories. I hope everyone has a fantastic week and has been able to stay cool the last couple of weeks here. Take care.